Hey, how you guys doing tonight? Thanks for being on here.
Thank you.
Um, hey, Cam, I guess that 56 yarder you hit the other. That was the longest one since Kendall Trainer hit a 58 yarder. That was with a tee back in '88. That was a little before your time. I was just wondering, and against A&M, you hit multiple 50s. I think it was the first time since Steve Little did it back in the '70s. So you're doing stuff that haven't been done in a real long time. Kind of how does that feel? And what was that 56 hitting that 56 yarder like?
Yeah, it's a cool experience. I knew that 52 was kind of my career long shortly after I hit it. So I've actually tied that kick a couple times in my career for 51 against Mississippi State. So it was kind of nice to finally get one for 52 to break that. And then I didn't know at the time that I figured maybe Kendall Trainer or Hawker or Tejeda or someone of that sort might have hit 250 pluses in a game before. So to know that I was the first one since Steve to do it was obviously a really cool deal. And then the 56, I didn't really know how far it got back. I know Steve hit like a 67 way back. So I know that's a pretty big kick that's been hit from distance, but to hit a 56 and, break a feat that hasn't been broken in almost 25 years, 30 years is a pretty cool little thing. And definitely don't take it lightly, but put it in the past, focus on the next opportunity, next kick mentality.
You're 9 out of 10. I guess you could 10 out of 10 would be better, but you can't do much better than 9 out of 10. Just what have you thought about your season? And it seems like as good as you've been in the past, you're even better now.
Yeah, keeping it steady. I think I'm 8 in a row now. So it's been nice to kind of keep that streak alive. Missed one off the right upright against BYU early from 49. So that one kind of was a buzzer happening that early in the season, going 1 for 2, but kept a steady streak and kind of keep a journal every time during the week. Just next kick mentality, next game mentality, because just as fast as you can go 8 in a row, you can miss one and break your streak. And just trying to keep on that next kick mentality and focus on the next opportunity we have on the field.
Rocket, I know that the goal is obviously to get touchdowns, but having a weapon, I guess I'll call him like Cam, knowing if you get, over midfield, you got a shot to get 3. How good is that for you guys?
Oh yeah, definitely good. For the offense standpoint of it, and just game wise in general. But everybody got faith in Cam because he do this in practice easy. So
Okay, I got a few more, but I'll turn it back over to the big O Oliver. Thanks.
That's right.
Yeah, Rocket. Obviously, season hadn't started like you'd hope with the injury and just not getting off to a fast start. Is there any sense with you that you have to kind of guard against trying to do too much and trying to force the issue at times?
not really too much force the issue. It's God plan. So at the end of the day, of course I didn't know I was gonna go through the situation I'm going through. Who knows the next route of everything, But I'm just leaving it in God's hands and just with this football team as well, we all together, So it's really just it's gonna develop up front, it's gonna develop offense in general, and we're gonna have our game eventually. And just like I said, leaving it in God's hands with my part of it. But as a team, God's gonna change the situation very soon.
Just for both of you guys, what is the mood of the team? Obviously, 2-4 is a tough record to look at, but you can't dwell on the past. What are your thoughts going into a game that, people aren't giving you guys much of a chance?
Really just, for us, just really treating every game like it's a 0-0 game. We can't just think about the past. The past already passed already. So it's just really one game ahead of, just thinking about that Alabama game now, since it's that week of Alabama. But, just preparing to practice the most we can and just get prepared for Alabama.
Yeah, kind of tying on what Rocket said a little bit. I think our team is together. We go out there every Monday, regardless of win or lose, and we're still battling like we haven't won or lost a game. We go through workouts together, we go through practice together, we go through team meal together, everything's together. So the morale of the team is still really high, and we're eager to get that next opportunity. Like I said, we're trying to go down there to Tuscaloosa and put a game together. So morale of the team is together.
Thanks, fellas.
Tom?
Rocket, you had a 100-yard game on these guys last year. Do you recall what to expect from that defense this year?
It's what I think they got 4 return starters. I don't know for sure, but I feel like they still run the same defense, you know, and I did had a good game last year, but we didn't win. So I feel like at the end of the day, you know, I did my job in a way, but at the same time, I didn't do my job because we didn't end with a victory. So, you know, starting with this game, I feel like it's not just about me, not about the run game. It's whatever, you know, whatever starts off right, you know. I've been watching the defense, watching a little film of them, and you know, they great guys over there. You know, one thing about Alabama, just in general, since I've been playing them since I've been here, was they gonna be in the right spot, you know, in the right area at the right time. They gonna do their job, you know. So do we just making sure we're gonna do our job in a way, and you know, we focus on that this week.
The game 2 years ago, 42-35, y'all hung right in there with them. You had the touchdown catch late, you know, that got y'all within a touchdown. What do you maybe recall from the atmosphere and just what it's like playing right there?
It was crazy. It was definitely crazy. You know, just being a freshman and being in that atmosphere, you know, that was just crazy for me in a way. And I didn't expect that play to develop anyway, because we worked on it in the practice, of course, but like, who knows? Like, who thinks that's gonna, you know, work at the end of the game, you know? So that was just like a different atmosphere there. You know, the crowd was crazy there, and you know, just can't wait to get back in the atmosphere.
Cam, the mentality you guys took into that game, that you had the fake field goal that worked and all that. What was it like knowing that, you know, hey, we're going to go battle toe to toe with these guys?
It was a cool experience, and I don't think I mean, speaking 3 years ago, going into that experience, our team was going in there ready to win that football game, as we are right now. You know, we went down there, kept them to 7 points. We had an onside kick. Unfortunately, we didn't recover there at the end, but we went toe to toe with one of the best teams in the country at the time. So, you know, really cool experience to, you know, be down there with an atmosphere like that. And obviously when you score, the crowd goes quiet, but when you're on a big third down, that crowd is, I mean, 110 decibels, roaring loud. So obviously a super cool experience, but super excited to go toe to toe with them and hopefully come out with a victory.
Gotcha. Hey, Rocket, you mentioned, you know, the running game is going to get going. What will it take? What are you guys missing that's not happening for the run game?
I feel like the thing is, you know, communication, like I said, just communication, and the leaders being the leaders. You know, me and KJ, you know, just talking more to the front, talking to the receivers as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, I didn't plan for the season to go like this. Who did? Who wanted to? You wanted it like that, you know what I mean? So just really for that to go, I feel like communication, you know what I mean, and everybody having faith in not just in the team, but in themselves, you know, on both sides of the ball. So really just having faith in each other, you know, and making sure, like, as a running back and as a quarterback, as KJ being a quarterback, is just having faith in the front that they're going to make the block and pass protection, our run game.
Okay. Hey, the last thing I got, Sam Pittman was talking to us about the direction of the field last week. Like, you made the 56-yarder one way. You had maybe a 55, perhaps the other way.
Yeah.
What was the difference between the two sides?
Yeah. In warm-up, I always take both sides into account. I give Coach Fountain, obviously, my distances both ways. And I told him 38 going to the way that I kicked the 56. And I think it was 36 going the opposite way. So the option to kick that field goal was because I didn't feel like it was in my range in warm-up. It might have been cut off right about where it was at, but he can only go off what I tell him. So I told him my range is what it was, and that one we didn't feel like was in my range, so we punted it.
Thanks.
Daniel.
Hi guys. For Cam, you've been here another year now. Max has been here for another year now. You've had another year in the program. Is there kind of an extra bond as you guys have kind of had an extra year in the program together?
Yeah, definitely more so than last year. I feel like it was all new to him because he had come from, like I've said in the past, totally foreign country, thousands of miles away. So it was kind of hard for him to develop football stuff, meeting friends off the field, meeting other guys on the football team in such a short amount of time before he, you know, eventually started playing on the field. So it's been nice to kind of spend another offseason with those guys, Eli and Max together. I feel like our operation's rolling right now, and very thankful for that. We've built the bond that we have because off the field, that bond travels on the field. Kind of gets our timing down and everything, kind of builds trust in one another. So definitely thankful for those guys off the field and on the field because we built a tight relationship together.
And then for Rocket, you've been relatively healthy up until this year. Just did you gain any new perspective just having to sit on the sideline for 3 weeks?
You know, seeing it as a different view on the sideline, of course, But you know, it's a weird feeling, of course, for me. But at the same time, I feel like it was a blessing to be on the sideline, you know, for games and not playing because I see different things and be able to help the guys in my room. You know what I mean? Because one thing that my coach don't allow in that room, and you know, me as well, is selfishness. You know, so I want everybody in the room to be able to eat. You know, so it's at the same time, it's like it helped me in a way to be a better leader. You know, and just be better, just patient wise with life in general.
Thanks, guys.
Bob, wrap this one up.
Okay. Hey, Cam, it's pretty rare that a kicker is a team captain. Again, you got to go back to the Steve Little days. Were you surprised when you became a captain? How have you approached that responsibility, I guess?
Yeah, definitely surprised. Really honored though. Right when I got, my name got called as a captain, it was a really cool experience. I was kind of lost for words because to know my teammates think about maybe a position that's overlooked like that is huge. And I definitely don't take it with a grain of salt. Try and leading the best way I can, and learning from guys like Rocket and KJ, Jeffcoat, Landon, Brady Latham, guys that are captains as well. Trying to kind of learn from them because they've been in leadership roles before is a really cool experience. And I definitely don't take it with a grain of salt. Arkansas football means the world to me, and my teammates mean the world for me. So any chance I can do any little detail right to set the example, I'm going to take advantage of it.
And I guess a lot depends on the wind. But what do you think your range could be if you had, not like 100-mile-an-hour wind at your back, but a regular kind of wind? Or what do you think your range might be?
Tailwind, 5-mile-an-hour wind. I like to give myself probably a 4-yard probably buffer. So before half, probably 60, 61. But usually I try and keep it within reason. You don't want to give your team bad field position at a time like that. Not that I don't have confidence in me, but you kind of got to be smart about it. Justin Tucker, for example, he could probably go out there and toe to 68 if he really wanted to. But if it's 4th and 3 and we're tie ball game, no reason to go out there and toe to 68-yarder when there's a 50-50 shot. You're going to get it. So I'd say probably 60, 61 is my cutoff.
And Arkansas in their notes, they keep track of your donations with your kicks to the Down Syndrome Foundation. I think I read it right. I think it's up to $910, so almost $1,000. That's a pretty nice sum of money, and I'm sure more to come. How does that make you feel?
It's pretty cool to know that I can use my platform to help an organization that's near and dear to my heart is huge for me, and I don't take that lightly. So I think we're up to $450 this year. Let's see, 9 times 50 is 450. So hopefully we can get that number up to 1,000 this year. Obviously, we want to score as many touchdowns as possible, but any chance I get to kind of do that off the field as well is really cool to me.
I guess you probably know a lot of these kickers around the league and around the country from camps. And
yeah,
Will Reichert, if I'm saying his name right, Kentucky at Alabama. Yeah,
he's
12. Yeah, he's 12 with 12 on. Do you know him? And is there a little rivalry there when you play?
I do know him. We've gone to camps probably for 4 or 5 years together now. And I was at a summer camp with him this past year with some college guys around the country. And he's a baller, man. He's elite as they come. And he's had a really good year this year. I think he's been money from, like you said, 12 for 12. He's had a 50 plus, done really well. So yeah, definitely elite guy. And it's going to be cool to go up against him head to head this week, but just super elite kicker. And we're going to have to, obviously limit his opportunities as best as we possibly can, so we can those points, because he's going to put them up if they get the opportunity.
Rocket, I don't want you to go to sleep over there.
I'm good.
I know, it's been a tough year with the injuries and the losses and all that stuff. What's the key to keeping your head up when you've been used to so much success, and then right now it's not happening like you'd like it to, and like you're used to having it happen?
Really, I'll make it short by saying, I've been through a lot up and down, and always look back to what I didn't have, and then what I have now, just taking back to where I came from, that's what just keep me motivated, and what I have now, I feel like that's the key thing. A lot of people be forgetting to, forget that they have what they had back in the day to now, and what it take to get me here. So I feel like I always look into that to keep me motivated. So I will never be down.
Okay, I think I'm good. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
We got Bob, we got Trey. Trey, kick us off.
Yeah, Trajan. I was curious what you see from those guys up front at Alabama, the offensive line, tight ends, Jalen Milroe. What do you see from those guys on film?
They definitely talented, all through the board. We're just looking forward to just matching up, but I feel like they're pretty good, pretty physical. Great team.
Yeah, your thoughts specifically on some of the guys you'll be matching up with, I guess, on the offensive line and tight end.
It just physical, great offensive line. Just looking forward to just playing, matching up.
Hudson, your thoughts on Jalen Milroe and some of the receivers over there at Alabama.
Yeah, Milrose, he's obviously improved from last year. He's doing really good. They're really talented at receiver and at quarterback too. He can throw deep, he can run it, he can do it all. So we just got to be on high alert on in the secondary.
Yeah, and your thoughts on Burton, Bond, some of those wide receivers.
I mean, they're really talented. They got great hands. They're fast, quick, get out of breaks, so they can do it all.
Yeah. What's the locker room been like, guys? Obviously this isn't the start that you guys wanted, 2-4 right now. But what's the mentality? What's some of the things that I guess Coach Pittman says to you guys about, staying focused and keeping in it?
We just definitely just staying positive, encouraging each other. Keep emphasizing the fact about faith. We got to have faith in ourselves and faith in the team as well. So we're definitely staying positive. Coach is reiterating that to us. And we just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, your thoughts, Hudson?
Yeah, I gotta say the same thing. I think we got to be the light in our locker room as a defense and take control and be leaders. Even like this isn't the start we wanted, but we still have a whole half of the season left. We can't give in just because we didn't start the way we wanted to.
Thanks, guys.
Tom.
Hey, Trajan, I wanted to ask you about Nico. He got a little bit more playing time than normal last week, and I know he had a TFL and he blew Bentley up on another play. What do you think of him getting a little bit more time?
I knew Nico time was coming. Nico, a very talented young defensive end, so he coming. So I wasn't surprised at all. I see the work he put in, and he's showcasing it. So
if I could ask you guys both, I mean, y'all had several defensive guys come out of the game, Cam and Pooh and a couple other guys, Al, and seemed to just kind of keep carrying on. Hudson, what was it like maybe still, basically getting the job done with a lot of your guys out?
Yeah, I mean, we have a next man up mentality, and so when one man goes down, the next man he's got to step up and be just as good or even better. And so I think getting reps in practice really helps those guys, and they're just flying to the ball. They stepped in, filled the roles greatly.
Yeah, Tree, do you have any thoughts about just what y'all did with some men down last week?
Just like Hud said, just the next man mentality. Just try to keep going. I know it's sad for my guys that's hurt, but we're gonna pick up and we're gonna keep going as a team. So,
gotcha. Hey, Hud, the last time you guys played in Tuscaloosa, it was a one touchdown game. And Rocket and Cam were just talking about how y'all took the mentality of you knew you could win that game. I'm wondering if it's feasible to think, have the same type mentality going into this week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously every week we're positive, we have hope, we got to win, and so we're just working and we're watching film and trying to do more than we did last week, and I think going in every game you gotta believe you can win. That's the beginning of it.
Thanks, guys.
Bob. Bob, you're muted.
Sorry. You hear me now, right? I think I had it backwards or something. Hey, Tree, when you were at Mizzou, did you guys ever play at Alabama?
no, sir. They just came to us in 2020.
Okay, I think you got to play Baton Rouge for the first time. Kind of, what's it like? I mean, how excited are you to get to play at Alabama? And is it kind of fun being in the other division, and now you're getting to play some different teams in different places?
It's definitely exciting. Getting to go down here with my boys, my brotherhood. So we put the work in. So I'm just excited to showcase what we have put in. So I'm excited for everybody.
And for both you guys, we had Cam on earlier, and he's obviously having a pretty nice season, hitting some 50-plus yarders. As a team, when you feel like you got a reliable kicker, to me, that's kind of like knowing you got a good closer in baseball, you know? I don't know if you guys like baseball or not, but I was just wondering, what's it like having a kicker like Cam, you know, knowing that he you know, the kind of weapon he is for y'all?
It's, to be honest, it's really not too much to say. I mean, he the GOAT. I mean, that's all I can say.
Yeah, I gotta say the same thing. I mean, every time he steps on the field, he brings different confidence and swagger. And then going against him in 2 minute every day, it's annoying because I mean they only got to go about 10 yards to get in his range.
Okay. And then and if I played Milroe last year, you know, he came off the bench when Young got hurt. And how have you seen, what do you remember about him last year coming in? And then how is he different when you're watching film now, getting ready for this game?
Yeah, I would say I think he definitely throws a lot better, especially on the deep ball. Last year he came in and then he kind of put the game away with his deep or his run that was about 80 yards. And so I mean he's got he's great in both aspects of the game, run and pass.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Jackson, close it out.
Hey guys, you know, since halftime of the A&M game, the defense has really been playing well, and I think there were signs of that before the Aggies game, but it's just kind of changed. I'm wondering, was there a moment maybe during that stretch that you guys kind of started to sense things like turning and confidence building for the defense? I'm curious if either of you guys have a specific moment in mind where the defense really started to believe, you know, especially coming off the struggles of last year.
I definitely say we always had the confidence, and it was all about persevering as a brotherhood, as a defense. So we just kept that same mentality, and we just continuing to get better and showcase game by game.
Yeah, I think we definitely got the talent. We just got to execute. And so I mean, it started in practice. We're all flying to the ball, having fun. And so I think that's been different for us. We're out there enjoying every day.
And Hudson, what have you, I think we've seen flashes from Jalen Braxton all season, but he really, has made some really good plays the past couple of games. I mean, what's it like watching a freshman kind of develop in front of your eyes like that in the ceiling that he could be?
Yeah, I mean, he's a freshman, but he doesn't play like it. He plays like he's been here a couple of years. And so, I mean, he stepped up big time for us. And it's, I mean, he made some plays on Saturday.
Bob, final word.
Yeah, I had one that popped in my head. You know, I looked at the stats in Alabama, kind of uncharacteristically, their opponents have had 26 sacks. I think the Aggies had 6 last week. I know they're a good offensive line, right? They're Alabama, but do you feel like you can get, when you look at that, when you watch film, do you feel like maybe you can get some pressure on Milroe?
I mean, I definitely feel like I'm confident in everyone to get after him. So I'm just looking forward to that. Just getting after my team.
Okay, thanks.
Good stuff, guys. Appreciate it.